Hallöchen, ihr einmal Liebhaber und herzlich willkommen zu einer tollen neuen Folge von The Stanley Parable. Ja. So, wir machen jetzt das gleiche nochmal. Mit einem Unterschied.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Könnt ihr euch denken, was der Unterschied ist?
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Der Bucket.
The good old bucket.
Oh
Just
ja.
Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Der Bucket ist sehr wichtig für diese Story. Also was würden wir ohne Bucket tun? Außer die Hälfte der Enten haben.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it?
Ja.
The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
Oh nein!
You can feel that, can't you?
Oh,
the aura of jealousy. It's as clear as
yeah.
day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
Oh.
I can really feel it now.
Okay.
It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend.
Ja, sehr
Hand it
rostet.
over. Oh no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket?
Ja.
Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never.
Frech.
Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments.
Ja.
Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Okay.
I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. There.
Einen
Now it's
Sticker.
No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Kapu, ich habe so einen Sticker.
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see, I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket. That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, it's a bucket.
So.
There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
Krieg ich noch einen Sticker, wenn ich warte?
You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display.
Finde ich auch.
You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
Genau. Puh. Wir waren mit dem Eimer, glaube ich... Ah nein, ich gehe jetzt drauf. Aber wir waren noch nicht unten. Wollen wir das... Wir machen jetzt das mit dem Aufzug nochmal mit Eimer. Beim nächsten Mal gehen wir runter. Mit Eimer? mit Eimer. keine Ahnung, ob es beim Aufzug hier auch ein Ende gibt.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Ja.
Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
Ja.
Yes, this is certainly the most logical
Eindeutig.
explanation.
Eindeutig. Jetzt fahren wir einmal runter. Und ihr wisst, was danach passiert. Danach fahren wir nämlich wieder rauf. Bist du deppert. Und wir sind ja so
The
gescheit.
elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate.
Oh.
It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right.
Okay.
The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
No.
Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again.
Die Nummer 3 ist sehr wichtig.
Bucket said nothing.
Die Nummer 3 ist essentiell. Ohne 3 könnten wir nicht bis 4 zählen. Bist du deppert.
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button.
Wir haben die Nummer
Took the
3 gar
bucket
nicht
over to the
ausprobiert.
keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over and over. Wow, he said. The number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life. Stanley looked expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent. This was a shock to Stanley, who had always felt such a connection with the bucket. How was this not as exciting to the bucket as it was to him? Once Stanley had had enough of the number 3, he got back in the elevator.
Und warum? Was, wenn ich davon nicht genug habe? Die Nummer 3 ist wichtig, weil beim Zählen, wie wird das ausschauen? 1, 2, 4, 5. Und falsch. Falsch. Jetzt habe ich genug von der 3.
Perhaps the bucket had missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly.
Der Button war nämlich gut gefedert. Das waren klassische Cherry-Buttons, und zwar blaue. Die machen Kiki Kiki. Mal drauf.
No, 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 said Stanley to the bucket. You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me.
Yeah?
You and I have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel the happiness I feel.
Das war aufdringlich.
He
Sehr
smiled
unhöflich.
at the bucket, and the bucket said,
Ja, schau. Der Eimer ist jetzt beleidigt. Angepisst. Ein Pisseimer also. Stehen. Schau einmal. Ich zeig dir jetzt die
"Here we
Nummer
go," said
3.
Stanley. This time I'll really show you.
Pass.
He ran to the number 3 and began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto of truth and passion. He wielded the number 3 like a fine artist would wield a paintbrush. He told stories through the number 3, stories of his dreams and hopes and fears. And the whole time, he looked to his bucket for a reaction of some kind. Anything to let him know that the bucket appreciated what he was doing.
Na, versteht die
The
Nummer 3.
bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all. Only silence.
Sad.
Crushed by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator.
Traurig. Sehr traurig. Jetzt schaue ich traurig am Boden. Und ich habe keinen Unterkörper und keine Beine.
Stanley and the
Aber
bucket
wieder
were
runter.
so close. They'd always been there for one another. Why suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of Stanley's?
Wenn man nicht alles
The question
verstehen
caused
muss.
Stanley to ruminate the whole way down the elevator. He knew that there must be a way to get through to the bucket, to communicate fully with his dear friend. Surely there was a solution, mustn't there be?
Ich kenne die Lösung. Passt mal auf. Die Lösung ist... Nochmal rauffahren. Das ist sehr wichtig. Hat es jetzt gepasst?
said Stanley. I know what to do.
Ja.
I know how to fully express this feeling in my heart. He decided right then and there that he would hold a press conference.
Noch
where he would
eine.
speak to the public on all matters relating to
Ja.
pressing the number 3 over and over.
Die Nummer 3
He would
ist
elaborate
wirklich sehr
fully on
wichtig.
what the number 3 meant to him and why he felt so alive when pressing it. Then the bucket would be able to see his joy through the eyes of others.
Ja.
It would get to see the world react to this discovery of Stanley.
Essentiell.
And it would be through the public eye that the bucket would finally understand Stanley's work.
Das ist die gleichen Plakate.
For months, he advertised and marketed his press conference, building excitement around it, developing
Ja.
and rehearsing it, until it couldn't be refined a single measure further. When the big day arrived, Stanley was as prepared as he'd ever been for anything in his life.
Einfach Garry's Mod hier. 3. Sehr wichtig. Anspielung an Stanley Parable 3? Fragezeichen.
This was it. One last chance to win the bucket over.
Ich glaube, diese 3
One
ist sehr
opportunity
wichtig.
to share a true connection with a loved one.
Diese 3 ist unbedeutend. Unglaublich wichtig. Unbedeutend, Alter. Unbedeutend. Die 3. Die ist die wichtigste Zahl. Ich zeige euch warum.
There was no one here. Nobody had come to the press conference to hear Stanley speak.
Aber
To
die
listen to
3.
him talk about what it really means to press the number 3 on a keypad over and over. He was unloved, uninteresting, he was a failure. And in that moment, Stanley knew that the bucket would never again take him seriously.
Sad.
There would be no connection, no deeper understanding. The bucket merely sat there in his arms, indifferent. And so it began that slowly, over many years, the two of them grew more and more distant. They spoke less and less, neither wishing to state the obvious, that any sense of real respect between them had eroded since that day at the press conference.
Sad.
There would be no more games, no more long conversations about passion and pursuit, only a silence that consumed the space between friends. And Stanley, having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true companionship, was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness.
Ui. Ich hab da jemanden gehört. Ich hab dein Handy gehört. Und ein Huster. Da war jemand. Da war jemand. Frech. Da war ein Text, da war ein Text, da war ein Text, da war ein Text. Beim Videoschnitt vielleicht nochmal nachschauen. Und damit verabschiede ich mich. Tschüss.